Renoir's Rules of the Game is said to be one of the greatest films of all time. The director's complex layers of story and style created new possibilities for future film creators, as it tested the limits of what one can do with the visual medium. One of the unique cinematic styles that was introduced in this film was the excessive use of deep focus, a stylistic choice which helped to portray the complexities of the world that Renoir chose to create. We see Renoir using long hallways and deep corridors to show the complexities of social constructs and the people within them, as they each share different parts of the screen throughout the film, each living their own lives, separate from the other characters but within the same universe, therefore displaying visually the ways that all stories unfold and impact each other, while still alluding to the separations between each social class. The way he masterfully displays this chaotic complexity without overwhelming his audience is through character blocking, a technique used by filmmakers to direct their actors in a manner which allows for visually compelling and balanced compositions. In this film, Renoir uses deep focus cinematography to show an incredibly complex story of intertwining classes in a fluid and dynamic way. Using this method, he allows us to witness multiple stories within a single shot. The result is a more realistic feel, which brings the characters to life for the audience. This scene is a great example. Although it feels very real and unstructured, it is not. The realism we witness is a grand illusion set up by the director Renoir. He uses balance and camera blocking to perfectly set up each scene, allowing the maximum number of events to occur in a single frame, without becoming too chaotic. The deep space cinematography allows us to see even more of the action, and adds to the realism, as it parallels what one would look at if they were witnessing these events. In this scene, we witness Marceau attempting to escape the husband of Lisette. As events unfold, we become aware of a universal balance between each movement. In some shots, if an actor is placed on the right, there is another arranged on the left to create a parallel. In other shots, we see this balance in the blocking of the foreground, middle ground, and background. To begin, each actor occupies each position. As one actor moves in the space or out of view, another comes to fill the space. We see this particularly in the shot where Marceau escapes back into the kitchen. He does so in the background, just as Robert and Schumacher move to the foreground and Lisette moves to the middle, setting up the structure. Then, as Marceau moves out of frame, Lisette takes his place in the background, Schumacher moves to the middle, and Robert the foreground, until he's taken out of frame and the structure continues. There is always information flowing. There is always something happening, and everyone always knows their place. It is what allowed Renoir to utilize his deep focus cinematography so well, and to always use the space given in a way to create the appearance of a chaotic reality. These devices used within Renoir's deep space allow him to create complex environments that show this intermingling of people of all walks of life, yet also allow us, as the audience, to follow along. He creates an environment that feels real and lifelike, flowing from scene to scene, from shot to shot, without any unnatural transitions. It's an environment that is easy to get drawn into, for it feels very much like our own reality. Without deep space, Renoir would be unable to tell the story he's taken on. It is what allows for such a complex story to be told, for it allows multiple stories to be told at once, within the same scene, in the same movie, in a fluid and dynamic way.